Hey there, everybody. Hi, my name is Mitchell Coleman, and I am an alcoholic. And I have your daily reflections for today for May 26th. I also would like to say I hope everyone had a safe and wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and I hope you guys all stayed sober and enjoyed the time with your family and your loved ones. I had a great one. It's a very good, productive weekend, and I stayed sober, which is great. Honestly, did not even have the thought of drinking in my mind. Even when I would see people at the store buying liquor and stuff, you're like, wow, I don't really want to partake in that at all, and it feels good. Again, here's your daily reflections for May 26th. This one's called Turning Negative to Positive. Our spiritual and emotional growth in AA does not depend so deeply upon success as it does upon our failures and setbacks. If you will bear this in mind, I think that your slip will have the effect of kicking you upstairs instead of down. That comes from As Bill Sees It, page 184. And it continues. In keeping with the pain and adversity which our founders encountered and overcame in establishing AA, Bill W. sent us a clear message. A relapse can provide a positive experience toward abstinence and a lifetime of recovery. A relapse brings truth to what we hear repeatedly in meetings. Don't take that first drink. It reinforces the belief in progressive nature of the disease, in the progressive nature of the disease, and it drives home the need for and beauty of humility in our spiritual program. Simple truths come in complicated ways to me when I become ego driven. Perfect for this weekend. That's probably why they have it on May 26th, Memorial Day, because there are a lot of people that have probably slipped and they relapsed. I know of one in particular in my life from rehab that he had many years sobriety and he was very strong in his sobriety. And this is at the rehab that I went to. And I don't know exactly what happened now, but I know someone close to him, his significant other had a stroke. So he used that as his example or his excuse to go drink, and he relapsed. I can only hope and pray that he stopped after he already messed up, which I'm sure he has because I found out about it. But I've been there and I've done it. A lot of times we mess up and we do relapse. You know, it's pretty rare that people get this the first time around, and my hats are off to those people that do get it the first time around and don't have to go through that pain of a relapse, because it only gets worse. So you messed up, okay? You slipped, you drank again. That does not mean continue on it. Don't beat yourself up, you know. It's a disease. We're addicts. We mess up. And people say, you know, relapse is part of recovery. And in rehab, I've heard people say that in funny ways. You know, it's part of my recovery, a relapse. Like they've already planned it in their mind that they're going to relapse because it's part of recovery. That's not what I'm saying at all, because you know you need it. You know you need this recovery. Your life depends upon it. Other people's lives depend upon it. And don't do that. You know, just don't drink, like they say. Don't drink today, one day at a time. So important, so vital. And if you mess up, you know, don't continue to do it. You messed up. Don't beat yourself up over it. You just stop again. And that's why one day is so important. It's nice to have these consecutive days and years and whatnot, but really it's all about that day. Okay, so don't beat yourself up. You messed up. Don't be all depressed about it. You can fix it as long as something crazy didn't happen. You know, just don't give back into it, because we know where that leads, and it leads to what is the saying? It leads to jails, institutions, or death. So that's not good. But it's also great. So you take that pain and you turn it into something positive. Like they're saying, it pushes you upstairs. You got to look at it that way, because you learned, okay, that wasn't fun. That wasn't great for me. Same goes for any bad things that happen in your life. We can flip it into something good. We can turn it into a positive. As much as it seems like you're in a super dark, horrible place, those are the moments that will help you. Those are the moments where you will change. You will see your part in it. A lot of the time, it wasn't the outside issue or thing that you're thinking of that caused it. A lot of the times, it's us that's caused it. So we put this on other people sometimes. But what was our part in it? You got to look at it that way. And also, it comes down to other things, other issues in our lives, things that happened when we were children. For example, traumatic events when we were younger, mental illness, very important is the mental illness factor of it, anxiety and depression. We would drink, we would use to not feel that way because it would put us in a state of euphoria because it's a drug, and we wouldn't have to think about the things that really bother us, which is things that are inside of ourselves. We have to take note of that. Make those gratitude lists. Be grateful for who you are. You're a wonderful, unique, one of a kind person. And it doesn't mean you're perfect. We're all not perfect. We all deserve to be loved, and we all deserve to have that time to ourselves sometimes, and to reflect on what it is that's really bothering us, so we take these bad times and we could sit and be alone. And I think that's why people say also don't date in the first year. You're still getting yourself together. I'm guilty of doing it. It is what it is. But there were things that have happened where I wasn't ready. I was still trying to figure myself out, but I didn't spend that time to figure it out. Until I was alone for a little bit, I really got it, and I see now what was wrong with me, and what a blessing it was. Though during that time, I've never been so sad and depressed. But that's because it was a buildup. It wasn't just that one situation. It was a buildup of everything else that I had been through in my whole life, and this was the first time in my life that I was trying to cope with all these things sober. I had always ran to the bottle. And that's where I had to sit there in my own mind and pray and meditate. And with the help of my higher power and that solitude, I have figured it out. And it doesn't mean I'm perfect. None of us are. And I still have these days where my depression or anxiety will kick in. But that's human, and I am a work in progress, and I will continue to be a work in progress every day. And I will not beat myself up about it. I will recognize it when it's happening. I will move myself away from the things that I feel are triggering me or pushing that anxiety up to the boiling point where it's going to just, run over. And we all deserve to be able to express that to someone. If we need to be alone, you tell them that, and they should accept it. And if they don't, then oh well, you've got to be best. You got to do the best for yourself, or you can't be the best for other people. And that's what it comes down to, the very selfish program. So let's not beat ourselves up if we have messed up, especially on this weekend or during this quarantine time. And if other things happen, don't beat yourself up. Say a bad relationship or a work scenario, something, a friendship, you have to accept it also. Like the Serenity Prayer says, you could keep your side of the street clean. You can make amends, you can apologize, and you can grow from that. You don't have to label yourself as that person that did that mistake or was part of that scenario anymore. You've tried, you've apologized, you've changed, and in your heart you've apologized to yourself. You've admitted to God, to others, and to another human being the nature of your wrong, and you have moved on because it is all about you. You can share this with other people, and that's where we learn the most, is being able to share these experiences like I'm doing with you guys right now. I just love this. I haven't been able to do a video for a while because I get so busy. I find myself so busy all the time, and I wonder how the heck I got anything done when I was drinking and using. And the fact is, I didn't get anything done, and now I'm trying to oh my gosh, I got to do this and do that, and it's great how busy my life is. But I still need those times to sit back and reflect on what got me here in the first place, what I did wrong, and correct that. It's an everyday thing, one day at a time. But again, I'm sorry this is a rambling video, but I hope all of you are safe. I hope you had a great weekend and had a great time with your family and your loved ones again. And don't beat yourself up if you made a mistake. Just don't drink. Put it down. Today could be the first day. Today is the start for you becoming the best version of yourself you possibly can be. And you can do it. You know you can do it because some of you have done it before and you fell off. Just get back up, keep going, pray to your higher power, find that inner peace within yourself, and you can do this. Take those bad times as much as they hurt, and they hurt bad. You will come out on top and you will be stronger. It's like they say, gold becomes more pure the more it goes through the flames. So look at it in that way. We are becoming better versions of ourselves through the pain because we are learning through the pain. And I think that's just key to it. Growing pains. Look at the pain as a good thing and know it's helping you grow. And you know who you are inside, and don't let other outside circumstances change who you know you are and who you are meant to be. You know who you are. You're special. Again, you're one of a kind. You're a beautiful person, and this world is happy you are here, and you can bring light to those that are still in the darkness. And I love you guys, and I hope this helped in some way. Please subscribe to my channel. My goal is to just reach out to as many people as I can in recovery and pay back as much as I possibly can. So if anyone also has any advice on that, I'm open ears to all sorts of good stuff to help this channel grow. I love you guys, and remember, one day at a time. Peace out.